Welcome to Get Real with Eddie, the show that dives into local, regional, and national real estate, the largest creator of millionaires, and the key to building generational wealth. Hosted by Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialists. Eddie is here to share expert insights and strategies to help you unlock the power of real estate. Now, let's grow in real estate with Eddie Rudiger.
All right, here we go. Once again, the second show of the year.
Wow.
Now, it feels like we were just here last week, where it was like, I felt like a year off.
Right? The holidays seemed like...
It seemed fast,
longer.
but longer.
Yeah. But
Like-
they were really fast. Like between Thanksgiving and Christmas, it was like 3 weeks. But it seemed like 3 months.
Yeah, because like we didn't get all of our decorating done this year.
It was a wild ride to get the decorating done. And now I've got to get it all done.
Yes, because I'm still, I got all the office stuff down last week. We got everything out. I still got some organization in the basement I got to do.
Oh, I've got so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
And sometimes I leave the tree. I take down the ornaments, but leave the trees up just because it's nice to have the... I like to wake up and open my eyes and see a Christmas tree lit. I'm gonna lie.
I don't have a problem with that at all. Matter of fact, I'm one, I don't take it down until after January 5th, which is the 12th day of Christmas.
Well, no, I'm talking about like to the 30th of January. I mean, like leaving not ornaments on, but just greenery.
Yeah, the wife got it down, the Christmas trees down quick this year. I think she's on a reorganization of the house, trying to get the house straightened and cleaned up and want to reorganize.
Yeah.
So the trees were just part of that. You know, I mean, honestly, we're just trying to get reorganized from when I got sick. I mean, honestly, it was what? I was not walking for a month, 3 weeks. It was another, so September and October, I was in a walker. I was walking with a walker. Wasn't until November I was walking normally. And I still had 18 months of physical therapy I was doing. You know what I'm saying? After all of that.
Yeah.
So it was like almost 2 years, you know, of doctor's appointments and this and that. So just trying to get back on and get caught up from all of that. You know, honestly, I still feel that's what we're playing catch up from.
Yeah. Well, I think even more so, it's just very busy lives.
Yes.
So when something like that happens, things get pushed and then you never get caught up.
Yeah.
Because it's always something else.
It's always something else. I would agree with that statement. Yeah. So it is what it is, and you just keep moving on. And,
yeah.
and
It's kind of like me never losing baby fat, and what my oldest is almost 40. Just saying. Just with
whatever works in your head. Whatever works in your head, Nancy. Let's talk some real estate. Not sure if you're ready to buy a home? Ask yourself these 5 questions.
6, because the first one is, am I ready to buy a home?
NerdWallet says housing market trends give important context, but whether this is a good time to buy a house also depends on your financial situation, life goals, and readiness to become a homeowner.
You know, that's something we don't really talk a lot about. And, you know, being a homeowner, you have to be kind of brave to be a homeowner.
There's responsibility.
There's responsibilities.
You're adulting.
On steroids sometimes.
You are adulting. There's no doubt about it. And, you know, not everybody enjoys adulting. I don't. But you're adulting. There's no doubt about it. So, number 1, do you have a stable job?
And not just one that you've been at for a while, but stability might be, do you travel a lot?
Are there layoffs coming?
Do you get moved? Do you have a job where you get moved?
That's
quite often.
Yeah. I think the travel a lot's not that big of a deal because you always need a home base. All right.
Yeah, but that helps to determine what type of home you want.
That's true. But this is the question whether you want a home or should you not.
Well, but again, if you're traveling 200 days out of the year versus and you're not sure where you want to land because you're all over the place. I mean, there's some things.
Number 2, have you figured out what you can afford?
That's a really good question. You need to figure it out. And not just guess. You need to talk to a lender. Because they will help you figure that out.
I think you need to look at your budget. Don't get me wrong. I love the lender. I know I appreciate the lender. Here's what the lender's going to tell you that you can afford. 9 times out of 10, that number's higher than what you want to pay.
I was just going to qualify that by have that discussion with the lender about the amount of money you're comfortable with spending on the monthly basis.
You need to figure your budget, and you need to make sure you put in your budget vacation, all right, savings.
Getting your nails did, if you get your nails did on the regular, because don't kid yourself and say, I'm never going to. You don't want to be house poor.
You don't want to be married to I call it married to the house.
Okay.
All right.
I call it just flat out house poor.
And that's where you have the house, but you can't afford anything else.
Right. Be realistic.
Yes.
If you like your Starbucks,
yeah.
Put
it in your budget.
Put it in your budget.
Maybe you don't get Starbucks 5 times a week. You get it 3 times a week, but it's in your budget.
Yes.
Okay.
It's realistic.
Number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an emergency fund?
You need to have an emergency fund. Everybody needs an emergency fund.
CNUT says you want to have a financial cushion that can cover several months of living expenses, including mortgage payments in case of unforeseen circumstances such as loss of job or medical emergencies. I completely agree with that.
Medical emergencies, home emergencies, car emergencies, all kinds of emergencies. It's all back to that adulting again.
Why are we adulting so early in the morning today?
I don't know.
So, and I didn't have any coffee for this. Thank God.
I never have enough.
How long do you plan to live there? Number 4.
Okay.
Lawrence Yoon, chief economist at the National Association of Realtors. 5 years is a good, comfortable mark. If the price of your home appreciates considerably, then 3 years would be fine. So that's usually the number I'm telling people. You need to.
Easy 5.
You have to if you're trying to get out of renting to buy, you need to plan on staying in that market in that area for 3 years. Otherwise, it's not worth buying.
Right.
All right. Could be 2 years if we stay at that 7-8%, but it's most likely needs to be 3. You need 10% equity.
Yeah.
Because it's going to cost you about 10% to sell. So if you're going up 3% a year, that's about 3 years. You're at 9%. You're going to be close to break even. Right. That's what it comes down to.
But if you're trying to get a little extra equity to move up to do something a little different, you're going to need to stay.
But here's the thing. Yes, it's going to be 5 years. But with that being said, either way, get out of renting.
You're not gaining anything by renting.
Thank you. Number 5. Do you have a team of real estate professionals in place? If not, I know where you can find some.
Let me put my cape on.
Are you a super professional?
Super realtor. Right here.
Seriously, you need to get a group of professionals. And it doesn't have to be me or Nancy. We've talked about that all the time. Would we love to help you? Absolutely, we would love to help you. But, all right, we know we can't help everybody. All right? And we know that you already have relationships out there. The show is for information. And we want you to reach out and say, hey, yeah, I'm looking to move in the next 12 to 24 months. Start putting who's your lender, who's your real estate agent, who's your home inspector, who's your attorney. These are all things in the Chicago market that are required. Maybe not the attorney if you're listening online. A lot of places throughout the country, they don't use attorneys.
Right.
But have these conversations and get your key personnel in place.
Right. This is a big investment. And it's like when you go to buy a car, don't you do your homework first? You figure out what you want. You figure out, where you're going to, what kind, what type, how much you're going to spend, all those things before you walk into the dealership, right? Same thing here. You're going to get your team together. You're going to take a look around. You're going to define what you need. You're going to define what your budget's going to be. Same deal. Right?
I agree. And, 2026 is a good year to be optimistic. All right? Everything seems to be moving in the right direction. Daniel Hale, the chief economist at Realtor.com, after a challenging period for buyers, sellers, and renters, 2026 should offer a welcome, if modest, step toward a healthier housing market.
Yeah.
They're all talking about it. So the National Association stated,
We're very optimistic.
Top economists have one word to sum up the housing market for 2026. Opportunity. Lower mortgage rates, a rising supply of homes are expected to open up on the housing market, something the real estate industry and potential home buyers and sellers have been waiting for following the 3 years of stagnation. And honestly, that's what it's been. It has been the last 3 years have been stagnation.
It has been a clog in the real estate industry.
Mark Fleming, chief economist at First American, for the first time in several years, the underlying
forces.
Thank you, forces. Why did I get tied up on that word?
It's okay.
Are finally aligned toward a gradual improvement. Mortgage rates may drift down only slowly, but income growth exceeding housing prices appreciate will provide a boost to housing buying power. Even in a high rate world, affordability won't snap back overnight, but like a ship finally catching a steady tailwind, it's now sailing in the right direction. That brings up a thought I had.
That's a good point.
I had a thought over break.
What? One? Was this your
The one big thought I wanted to bring
okay.
on the radio show, for the radio show. I had multiple big thoughts, but pertaining to the radio show. I think you need to move in the first half of 2026.
Because?
I think rates are going to jump up a little bit in the beginning of the spring market, and they're going to be a little bit higher.
Because
we are seeing cuts to the Fed. All right?
Yeah.
And it's always lately it's been an inverse reaction. So when President Biden came into office, we saw, and then the inflation kicked in, and they started raising the Fed fund rate. Mm-hmm. We actually saw rates drop a little bit before they started going up. Okay? I think the same things might happen here. We're seeing the cut in rates, and the rates are going down a little bit. I think the rates are going to spring back up a little bit. So I think if you move January, February-ish, March, right now, you get yourself lined up to get everything done and you move, I think you're going to get a better rate. I think rates may spring up a little bit March, April-ish, and then come back down May, just because of the historical pattern. If it doesn't happen and I'm wrong, okay, fine, I'm wrong, refinance. All right, if rates go down enough. If the rates go down a half a point, you're refinancing. If they go down a quarter of a point, you're talking. It doesn't make financial sense to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a quarter point.
Quarter probably isn't enough.
At least a half point. My rule of thumb is a point to refi.
Oh, I think that's waiting too long.
Really? By the time you put every your
maybe. Yeah, I know. I see. With the costs. Yeah, I could see that. But there's a lot of no-cost refis out there, or low-cost refis.
I was just going to say, I was just going to preface that. You got to shop it and go with a low-cost lender, and just don't refi with the company you're with just because you need to check and you need to shop around.
But get a legitimate lender that's going to
Yeah.
service the mortgage well. That's the other thing.
Yes.
The last thing you want is a lender that, oh, we're hitting you with a late payment. I sent my payment. Well, we can't find it, so you're getting, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to take out a loan with Fast Bob.
Yeah, no, or Shady Acres.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I agree. It's, you know, you want to make sure you're getting a legitimate mortgage company that's going to service you correctly.
Yes.
So, there's still more comments on 2026. Misha Fisher, chief economist at Zillow. I think she's new.
They have so many new ones.
I mean, I don't think we've seen that name before.
Misha? I don't know.
Misha? Buyers are benefiting from more inventory and improved affordability, while sellers are seeing price stability and more consistent demand. Each group should have a bit more breathing room in 2026.
Yeah. It makes for a good, solid, healthy market.
Lisa Servant, chief economist at Bright MLS, market performance will hinge on local economic conditions, making 2026 one of the most geographical divided markets we've seen in years.
Oh, now I totally can get on board with that statement. I think it's all about the local markets.
Do you have jobs? Do you have layoffs in your market? Do you have affordability going on in your market where gas prices, grocery prices, you know, local and state taxes are affordable? Inventory, you know, that these are all factors that all play in. Are wages going up in your market, or are you in a market where wages are going down? Because that is happening in some places.
Yeah.
And we've talked about wages versus the inflation. All right. And wages have been going up. We've established that the last 5 years. The problem was only the last year did the inflation come under the wage growth. And before, the inflation was over the wage growth.
Yeah.
So
So you weren't making any money.
No, you were not making any money. So that is a big, big aspect. All right, I want to flip over and talk about sellers for a second.
Okay.
And the fact is, your house didn't sell. All right? Because we're starting to see some houses not selling. So research from RedX found over half, 54% of homeowners who relist with a different agent end up selling their house. Is that because of the different agent? No, probably not. It's probably because you listed it at the correct price that your other agent was telling you should have listed at before.
Well, or you had an unrealistic expectation about what you should be listing your house for.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a little something going on right now, too. This is not 2021 and 2022.
Now, it's funny, though. The stat drops to 36% for those that list it with the same agent. So maybe it is a different approach, but my question is, always comes into play is, out of that percentage, which ones lowered the price on the relisting and which ones didn't?
Yeah, there's not enough information right there. And what did they change?
And that's the number one issue here. Price was working against you. A lot of sellers are admitting a bit too high these days. They're listing a little bit too high.
Yep.
All right. And that is a big, big aspect. So let me see if I can get this.
And did they go in and maybe they had a outdated bathroom, let's say, and they went in and did some updates, that kind of thing, and then relisted? There's some things there that we don't know.
So in 2025, this is a good chart. Really good chart. All right. Sellers wanted more than what buyers were willing to pay.
Can you make that Nancy size?
That's about as large as I can get it. Hold on.
Right.
Um,
Oh, you made it.
I'm getting it there. I have to recenter.
Whew. Okay. We're down to business.
Yeah, too big.
There. That's great. And I can read it.
All right. So sellers want more and then buyers. So the median sales price versus the median asking price. It was like it was a $50,000 difference. It started the year off, all right, sales price at 400. Our asking price was 400, sales price was 350. All right?
Yeah.
The prices dipped January 25th, going into January, just under 350, the median sales price. But you see that consistent.
Yeah, there's like a consistent $50,000 gap.
Yeah. It ended just under 400,000. It shrunk a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's a good chunk of dough difference.
Yeah. When you're looking at what was going on, there is a difference between what was in there. So, did your house show well? What was the first impressions? I am not a big believer in the feedback that we get, because a lot of agents don't give feedback. A lot of feedback is actually negotiating, in my opinion. I don't put a lot of aspects into feedback. I don't know what you do. All right. Somebody comes in and says the house smells like dog. The sellers called me up because, first off, my feedback goes directly to clients. I don't screen it. I don't rewrite it. I don't do nothing.
Yeah.
They get it raw. And a lot of these agents write it like they're writing it to the agent, not to the client, which I warn my clients. And I had a client call me up. This is some years ago. They're saying it smells like dog. I don't own a dog. What's wrong with them?
And this is why I don't directly to clients, because some of that is just, and we talk about it. And if they want to see it, I got no problem with that. I mean, but some of this stuff is, they take it very personal.
They do. And that's the difference between me and you and your clientele and my clientele. I tell my clientele they're going to write it raw. They're going to be ruthless and brutal, and don't take it personally. I know you're going to. We'll talk about it. You call me when you get it. And we went through it, and it's like, sure enough, that client put in a low bid offer in.
Well, sure. They're
and
puffing and getting ready to make a offer.
Yep. Yeah. So I mean,
but sometimes it's insightful if you get three of them and they all say that.
That's when I tell them to pay attention.
Yes.
When you start getting the same comments in the feedback.
Yes.
Once you have two saying that a house smells like dog, now that's when you pay attention.
Yeah. Now look for a moldy towel somewhere.
Yes.
Yes.
I
mean.
So, did you get the right exposure? This comes in, this is huge, in my opinion, is getting the product out and distribute it. We have a great system for doing that in our network. Mm-hmm. The big aspect is the online photos. They need to be professional photos. They can't taking it with a camera is not, or a cell phone is not enough.
Taking pictures of somebody's garbage can in the center of the photo is not going to sell your home.
Yep. And our photographers that we use have a trained eye to catch those little things and little details before they take the picture.
Even things like toilet seats up.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, it's so disgusting.
Really, really do hate that.
I hate that.
So
it's a pet peeve.
Yes, I agree.
But there are certain things that professionals have an eye on, like that.
And the last thing is are you willing to negotiate? That's a big aspect of it. Are you willing to negotiate? You're not getting here's my full price offer anymore. They're going to come in low.
Yeah. Take
it or leave it. Have a nice day. And we just had one, and no, my clients left it because it was way too low.
Well, and that's the point. Is it a matter of being ridiculously low, or is it a little bit low and it's negotiable?
It was $40,000 under list price.
Did you counter at $40,000 over list?
I have done that in the past, folks. If you're asking, yes, I have. I did not this time.
Okay.
I did not. But come on, that's funny.
It's great stuff. And they just jaw drop because they don't expect it. I love that.
I put a couple of those together. I have put those together. Sometimes it works.
Yeah. It's all about putting a serious step forward. Don't waste my seller's time.
All right, what do we want to do numbers on?
Let's do numbers on what haven't we done in a while?
Doesn't matter, they're all new.
That's true. Should we go? Yeah, you got it typed in. Let's go to Plainfield.
All right, we're doing Plainfield after the break, so keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
Are you a real estate agent ready to take your career to the next level? Tired of feeling like just another number in the office? It's time to join a brokerage that's invested in you. Exit Real Estate Specialist. At Exit, we don't just offer a desk, we offer growth, mentorship, and the tools you need to build lasting success. Led by Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker, we focus on helping agents create generational wealth, not just close deals. Imagine having the support of cutting-edge technology, top-tier training, and a culture where your success is celebrated. Plus, with Exit's unique residual income opportunities, you're not just earning commissions, you're building your future. Ready to grow? Ready to thrive? Join Exit Real Estate Specialist today. Call Eddie Rudiger directly at 815-823-5478 or visit www.exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Your future in real estate starts here.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when lions serve, life improves, and the community grows. Grow with us. The Crest Hill Lions Club would also like to thank our sponsors who help with our yearly events, such as the car show and picnic at St. Joe's Park, and those who attend and support our Easter egg hunts, Shanahan Bingo, and many more events. The Crest Hill Lions Club meets the first and third Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. For more information on being a lion, go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org.
It's Eddie Rudiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Thinking about selling your home? Don't just list it, leverage it with Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialists. Eddie puts powerful marketing strategy behind every sale, featuring professional photography, detailed floor plans, immersive 3D virtual tours, and dynamic video walkthroughs that make your home stand out. With targeting online campaigns, social media exposure, and proven strategies, Eddie attracts serious buyers to get your home sold fast and for top dollar. Plus, you'll always be in the loop with clear, constant communication. Ready to sell with confidence? Call Eddie Rudiger at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com. Eddie Rudiger, Strategic Marketing. Stand out results. 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com today.
It's Get Real with Eddie, where everyone deserves the opportunity of home.
All right, let's see what Plainfield's got going on price-wise.
Keyville, your hometown as well.
My hometown as well, yeah. I graduated from Plainfield.
Me
They
too.
say you're. I want to go back in, and I'm just going to change it to Plainfield City. I know you like resale. Do we want to just do single-family houses today? Let's do just single.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because I wanted to look at some different aspects on this. All right. So, average sales price is $459,877, up 2.4% in Plainfield in December. The median sales price is up 3.3% to $418,200. All right. Now, so $418,200 was the median sales. The median list price was $440,000. So
And these are December numbers.
these
by
are
the way.
December numbers. That's even, dead even. It was $440,000 in December for last year. So
Isn't that crazy?
yeah, the median sales price is a zero change from last year. So you're talking from basically $420,000 to $440,000. So it's about $20,000 difference. So there is some negotiation going on. The average is $485,000. Original list price, the $495,494. That's up 1.7% on this list price. So list price is up on the average 1.7%, while the average sales price is up 2.4%. So don't know if there's any correlation there. Percentage of last list, it's pretty close. They're on the average, they're getting negative. It's down 0.1%, but they're getting 99.8% of asking.
Yeah. And that's where pricing is so important. Correct pricing.
I agree. Median sales price, they are getting 100% of the last list. Original list price, they're getting 98.9%. That's down 0.1% from last year. Median price, they're getting 99.5%. Down 0.5 from last year. Last year we were getting 100% of the original last asking price. So there's still 99% of asking.
It's still a really good, still really strong. It's just there's a little bit of negotiating going on.
There is. And I think it's more on closing dates and some miscellaneous stuff also. The big number that I wanted to see is the month's supply number. And there was not a dramatic jump to month supply.
Nope.
Month over month. Year over year, we're up 23.1% to 1.6 months. But it was pretty much 1.6 months in December, 1.6 months October, and November. So it's been holding at 1.6 months. So our supply has not taken off in Plainfield at all.
No.
So under, let's look at closed units. Closed units are starting to climb. Have you seen that trend from 2025?
Yeah.
So we're selling more units in Plainfield. We started the year at an average of 775, and we finished at 854 year over year. That's an 8.7% increase in closed units. So we closed almost 9% more houses in 2025 than we closed in 2024.
About time. Everything's been so locked up.
Yeah.
But I think whatever economist said, it's not going to happen all at once. This clog it's going to be very gradual.
Yeah, it's going to work itself loose.
Yeah.
But gradually. If it can work, hey, I'll take a 10% increase in sales year over year.
Oh, yeah.
If we can do this another 10% this year and then another 10% next year, I mean, that's where we need to be. Because when you get back to closed sales, I mean, you look at a normal market in 2028, we're at 1,300. 1,200 in 2019. All right?
Yeah.
So if we can get back to just 1,200, we're right now sitting at 854.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we can get over 900, maybe even hit 1,000, we hit 1,000 closed units
This
in
year?
Plainfield.
That'd be lovely.
I think that'd be huge, honestly.
Love to see it.
Showings to contract are 11 on the median. On the average, it was 15. and it was pretty much 15 almost all year long. I mean, there was at one point we hit 16 to start the year off, but it held 15 showings to contract. Showings per listing, you're looking at 8.4 showings per listing, and that's been pretty steady. We've been sitting around, we're up to 9 over the summer. We started the year just over, no, we did not. We started the year right at 8.9, and we were sitting around that 8 showings.
8.5
or so.
So the rest of the year.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I think it's really good numbers coming out of Plainfield, honestly.
Yeah.
So
looks good.
I mean, and that gets back into the buyer demands picking back up. I mean, it's showing, I think, in the numbers that buyer demand is picking back up.
Yeah.
So
people are ready to move.
CJ Patrick company, Rick Sarja. I'm going to go Sarja. Sharga. That works.
Let's try
Rick
that.
Sharga, founder and CEO of CJ Patrick company, explains, we're in a incredible rate sensitive environment today. And every time we've seen mortgage rates drop into the low to mid 6 range, we see an influx of buyers hit the market.
Yes. And again, you get underneath 6, you get to 5.5, it's going to break loose. It's going to break loose.
Yes, I think 5.5, you're going to see it break loose. Because those people that are at the 2 to 3% interest rates are going to be willing to move, because that at that interest rate, the amount of equity I'm putting down probably
We'll take care of it.
will make I might be paying more in an interest rate, but my monthly lower, still be a monthly lower payment on my next property.
Yeah.
And
It'll offset that interest rate.
That's
hike.
the problem right now, is that the monthly payment is still higher, even with all that equity going into the new property.
Yep.
And that's the problem. So
Exactly.
you looking at the Mortgage Bankers Association, they have a home buyer activity hovering at the highest level in 2025. Mortgage Purchase Index, the higher this level is, the more buyers are in the market. And they've got the year ending with the index over 180. Now keep in mind, nationally. So when these indexes are out there, anything over 100 is showing you that there's more buyer activity in the market. They had the index up to over 180 going into December of 2025. So the MBA also has a buyer demand trend is in the right direction. When you look at mortgage purchase indexes, the trend dipped from February down into 2024 and started coming back into 2025. So we do have buyer demand starting to come back. I think some of this also was the fact we moved buyers up in 2022 and 2021. You know what I'm saying? We robbed Peter to pay Paul. People that weren't going to buy to 2023 or 2024, they bought in 2021 and 2022 because they got the 3.5%.
Yeah. Yeah, people were making the jump because it was because the interest rates.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because of the low interest rates.
They could afford it, they made the jump.
Pending home sales are ending the year on a high note also, as the trend line is moving upward in houses going under contract for 2025.
Yeah.
So bottom line is everything's moving in the right direction, and it should be a really good year for 2026 when you're looking to move forward. And this demand is picking up. These prices are stabilizing. They're not going up dramatically. I still think you need to look at moving earlier in the year I think we're going to have it's going to be like 4 weeks. I think it's going to be like 4 weeks. Rates are going to jump. And then I think the rates are going to come down.
When does Jerome Powell retire?
May.
And like the end of May, right?
Yes. That's another reason I think it's going to be April. I forgot about that. Why I was thinking April. Because you're going to have, by then, the president's going to appoint his new person.
He supposedly said he was going to do that by the end of this month. He's going to announce.
So last I saw, he had 4 people. I don't know which 4.
I don't remember who.
But I think he's got it narrowed down to 4 people, which usually means when the press is saying it's 4 people, it's going to be somebody completely different of those 4. But then that person, let's be honest, that's going to make Jerome Powell, in my opinion, a lame duck. The market's not going to listen to Powell anymore. They're going to be watching what this guy says, even though he's not in power, he has no vote. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to say, well, that's where the trend line is, and their market's going to start baking stuff in. So, and whoever's going in is going to be somebody that's going to be in favor of rate cuts.
Oh yeah.
So you're going to see but I think those rate cuts, the market's not going to respond right away. They're going to wait and see. And I think you're going to see March-ish, April-ish. I think we're going to see a little bit of a spike in rates.
Think so?
And then I think after the guy gets in, I think going into May.
It'll go down.
Yeah. So, but.
May,
all right, let's talk a little bit more about this after the break. We're at a hard break, so let's keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
Are you a real estate agent ready to take your career to the next level? Tired of feeling like just another number in the office? It's time to join a brokerage that's invested in you. Exit Real Estate Specialist. At Exit, we don't just offer a desk, we offer growth, mentorship, and the tools you need to build lasting success. Led by Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker, we focus on helping agents create generational wealth, not just close deals. Imagine having the support of cutting-edge technology, top-tier training, and a culture where your success is celebrated. Plus, with Exit's unique residual income opportunities, you're not just earning commissions, you're building your future. Ready to grow? Ready to thrive? Join Exit Real Estate Specialist today. Call Eddie Rudiger directly at 815-823-5478 or visit www.exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Your future in real estate starts here.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when lions serve, life improves, and the community grows. Grow with us. The Crest Hill Lions Club would also like to thank our sponsors who help with our yearly events, such as the car show and picnic at St. Joe's Park, and those who attend and support our Easter egg hunts, Shanahan Bingo, and many more events. The Crest Hill Lions Club meets the first and third Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. For more information on being a lion, go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org.
It's Eddie Rudiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Thinking about selling your home? Don't just list it, leverage it with Eddie Rudiger, designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialists. Eddie puts powerful marketing strategy behind every sale, featuring professional photography, detailed floor plans, immersive 3D virtual tours, and dynamic video walkthroughs that make your home stand out. With targeting online campaigns, social media exposure, and proven strategies, Eddie attracts serious buyers to get your home sold fast and for top dollar. Plus, you'll always be in the loop with clear, constant communication. Ready to sell with confidence? Call Eddie Rudiger at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com. Eddie Rudiger, Strategic Marketing. Stand out results. 815-823-5478. Or visit yourdwellings.com today.
The face for radio, the heart for real estate. It's Get Real with Eddie.
All right, so January, they're saying, is the best time to buy a home. And this goes back with my comments I said before the break. I think you want to look right now, and I think you want to make that move before we get into what everybody deems as the spring market, April, you know. The other reason is I think rates are going to go up is that you're going to see all these buyers come into the market.
Yeah.
And I don't think our lending system has the same amount of lenders in it. I don't think they're prepared. They're going to get overwhelmed. And to slow everything down, you're going to see rates go up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's still supply and demand.
True.
If demand goes up and the supply stays the same, the rates go up because the price goes up.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't see a big rush.
And when I say rates are going to go up,
that.
All right, when I say rates are going up, I'm talking a quarter to a half point. I'm not talking like a point. I don't think they're going to go over 7. I think they're going to go over 6.5 and get up like the high.
6s again?
Maybe 6, 7. 6, 7.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. It's coming.
Had to do that for the kids.
Yeah. I could see it.
You're just hoping it doesn't happen. You're hoping I'm wrong.
I hope you're totally wrong.
I hope I'm totally wrong too. But I mean, if I'm not, you're going to lock in your rate now at a lower rate. You're going to have 6 months of equity.
Well, not only that, but let's face it, there aren't a lot of buyers out right now.
Yeah. So you got less competition.
You got less competition.
You got a good, and that's why buying January is the best time of the year.
You got sellers that if they're listing in January, they're going somewhere.
Yes. Prices tend to be lower this time of year. They're actually lower than December.
They're willing to negotiate too because nobody's out buying.
January is the least expensive month to buy. Median price per square foot by month for 2024, according to Lending Tree and Adam. Price per square foot, this is such a misleading number in my opinion, but I'm going to give it.
I hate price per square foot.
178.6, where everything else is 180-ish. All right, 190s in May and June, and April and July.
There's no way to...
You can't use price per square.
quantify that. You can't wear price per square foot.
No, because it's just, and the reason why, folks, is because, you know, your smaller square footage houses don't usually have the same finishes that the larger square footage houses if they have higher end finishes. So yes, they're going to be more expensive on a price per square foot basis, and some are going to be cheap. It's just...
Well, and you could buy, relatively speaking, the same finishes in one town, and in another, it's going to be far more or far less.
And see, they're making the assumption on the price per square foot that, okay, if I buy it in January, a 1,500 square foot house, it's going to cost me $267,900. But if I buy it in May, it's going to cost me $291,360. I don't think that's true.
No.
I just don't. All right. I'm not saying that January has lower prices. I just don't agree with... I don't
agree with the spread.
Though I don't agree with how they came to the number and what they're using.
Nope.
Now, here, number 2, fewer buyers and more motivated sellers. Absolutely.
Yes.
Realtor.com explains less competition means few bidding wars and more power to negotiate the extras that add up. Closing costs, home warranties, even repair concessions. These concessions can end up knocking thousands of dollars off the price of the home.
Absolutely.
In spring market, I ain't doing it. I'm putting it back on the market and finding another buyer.
Yeah.
It's just, that's where it's at, folks. They're not looking to do it because they know they have a turn point to go to in, April, May, June, and all summer. January, February. Now, I disagree. I think there's buyers out right now. I just said I was out showing Monday night.
Yeah. They're out there.
So, it's perception, it's not reality. I've said this once before, I'll say it again. The difference in the number of closings between December and January, all right, from Q1, Q4 versus Q2 and Q3 is about 5% in closings. That's it. 5% closed. There's not a big difference. It's perception. Use the perception to your advantage because that's what people think. It doesn't make it true.
I'm going to do a little deeper dive into those numbers.
About 2 minutes, if that.
No, that's for another show.
Oh, okay. You're going to do some deeper diving in this?
Some deeper diving.
Deeper diving? Deeper diving?
I'd be deeper diving.
I don't know who said deeper first. Was it me or you?
I'm not sure, but
okay.
One of us deeper dived.
One of us. Wonderful. I think that wraps it up. I think we all need to go get our caffeine. You can go get a coffee, and I need to go get a soda.
deeper dive into a cup of coffee.
Maybe two, so you can stop saying deeple, because this is becoming an obsession with you.
Seems to be.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. How is the year going off so far? 2 weeks into this. So far, so good.
So far, so good.
I've got like 4 closings lined up for January, February-ish. I had 5. One's getting pushed to February.
Oh, okay. I got 2.
So
I got 2 coming in.
And so, that's a good start to 2026.
Yeah.
So, I was a little nervous November-ish, December-ish. But we actually held tight, and I think everything's going good. Everything's looking good on the market. My clients are ecstatic, healthy. Yeah.
I think everything's going along great.
I agree. I do have 3806 Breton. I meant to talk about that. That 4-bedroom tri-level, that is still up for sale. So if anybody's looking, give me a call, 815-823-5478. That is the 4-bedroom, 2-bath tri-level on just shy of a 1/4 acre with a 2-car garage. 815-823-5478. Do you have anything for sale right now?
I do not have a listing right now.
I didn't say. I think everything's sold or under contract.
Right. Yeah. Or I have one in the private that's
been sitting in the private.
Sitting in the private.
Yes.
Being private.
Yes.
For right now.
No worries. When the seller's ready to get their act together and they're ready to get it going. I'm saying that because I know who the seller is.
Yes.
So that'll be fine and it'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be all good.
All right.
It's worth the wait.
Don't forget, folks, check us out online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at GetRealWithEddie.com. That's GetRealWithEddie.com, talking about your largest investment, your home.
Thanks for listening to Get Real with Eddie. The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guests and do not constitute legal, financial, or real estate advice. Listeners should consult appropriate professionals regarding their individual circumstances. Eddie Rudiger and affiliated parties are not liable for actions taken based on this content. Eddie Rudiger is the designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialist, Illinois license number 481-014247, located at 2405 Essington Road, Uden I, Joliet, Illinois 60435. Exit Real Estate Specialists is an equal housing opportunity provider. Each Exit office is independently owned and operated. To join an Exit office, call Eddie at 815-823-5478.